Hey, what is going on, guys? Gamerdude back once again with another episode in our Just the Facts series. So, first of all, before we kick things off, I would like to apologise for being away all week. See, my granddad sadly passed away recently, so I've been taking some personal time to deal with the issue. But nonetheless, I thank you for all your support and patience this week. Normal content will resume on Monday. So, getting on with the show at hand, this week we are going to be discussing potential next-gen exclusives. Exclusives. The one thing that has ravaged the console wars for the last 2 decades. Xbox has their exclusives, PlayStation has theirs, and then there's Nintendo with their portable exclusives. The point is, each console has a game that defines that platform. For PlayStation, for example, it may be Uncharted or Marvel's Spider-Man. For Xbox, it could be Halo or Game Pass exclusives. And for the Nintendo, it could be Pokemon or Zelda. All of these exclusives define each generation, and every gamer is indeed different. Some may want it all, while some may only want 1 or 2. But today we are here to discuss Sony and what Sony may be working on, or could be working on, for their next gen system, which may indeed make or break the console. So it's probably fair to say that all eyes are on Sony and Microsoft as we inch closer and closer to the arrival of the next generation consoles. With superior sales and more better received exclusives, many would argue that the PlayStation 4 was the clear winner of this generation. But can Sony recapture the same success with the PS5? Or will it just be a complete flop and failure? Or have they decided to bring it out too soon? Now, PlayStation CEO and President Jim Ryan seems to think they can. In a fantastic new interview with Games Industry, the PlayStation boss has revealed just a few more details about the company's mysterious next-gen hardware. Among those little trinkets and nuggets of information, we learned that Sony is working on multiple, presumably exclusive, next-gen titles that could make or break the system at launch. So what this tells me is, if they are deciding to do this at launch, it would have to be something that us as PlayStation fans know and love. So it would have to be another Spider-Man game, another Uncharted game. Just basically an exclusive that defines PlayStation on its launch. So it can't be something like Grand Theft Auto, because that's multi-platform. It can't be another Watch Dogs game, because again that's multi-platform. It can't be another Rockstar games, because they are multi-platform. If you get what I'm saying, it has to be something that defines the system. I mean, I can only imagine that Microsoft are going to do the same with the Xbox. They are going to bring out an exclusive game that fans of Xboxes will know. So they might bring out another Halo game or something like that. I don't know. I'm not up on Xbox exclusives, so you'll have to forgive me on that. But you guys get where I'm coming from. You know, it could be anything. We just don't know yet. I mean, I'm guessing we'll probably find out more at E3 next year, providing Sony don't pull out, which I'm guessing they probably won't this year, because you know they've got a lot to announce. So why wouldn't they be there? But it could even be another God of War game. We just don't know until the time comes. While it is true that exclusives can make or break any console, I mean, just look at Spider-Man or God of War, for example, there's little doubt that PlayStation fans will be left with incredibly high expectations when it comes to what the next-gen system has to offer. I mean, after all, the current generation has seen some stunning reboots and some stunning franchise continuations. I mean, look at God of War. A sublime superhero adventure game. And then we have Marvel Spider-Man, potentially the best superhero game of the entire decade. You know, and we've got a bold open world odyssey in Horizon Zero Dawn. Not much of a Horizon Zero Dawn fan, but yeah, you know, it's popular. People like it. Each to your own when you're a gamer. You know, everyone has their different tastes. Everyone has different gaming styles. Everyone likes something different. There's, well, that's to say, nothing of the likes of Bloodborne and Uncharted 4. And we've still got The Last of Us Part 2 and Ghosts of Tsushima to come on this current gen. So if we're still smacking out things like that on this current gen, what can we expect for the next gen? Because all the good stuff's going to have come out, you know. Me personally, as a PlayStation fan, the only thing I'm looking forward to is The Last of Us Part 2. And unless Sony decide to remaster it for the PS5, then what are they going to bring out as their first exclusive, as their first console exclusive when it releases? I mean, because they can't just rehash a game that's already been out and then say, oh yeah, here's your exclusive for the PS5. Well, no, it's not really an exclusive because it was out for the PS4. So, you know what I'm saying? The good news, however, according to Ryan, is that the various studios cooking up titles for the PlayStation 5 have a ton of positive feedback when it comes to developing for the next-gen hardware. See, developers will have been given by now anyway, will have been given the dev kits for the new Xbox and the PlayStation 5. And the dev kit for the PS5 does look rather disgusting and rather ugly with a V-shape 5 in it, you know, get it, PlayStation 5, so it's in the shape of a V. It just looks disgusting, and I really do hope that's not the final product, because I won't be buying it if it is. You know? But dev kits are never really just... they're never really the final product, you know. The PS4's dev kit looked like a GameCube, so, you know, look how that eventually turned out. But one thing that makes me quite optimistic that what we're hearing from developers and publishers is the ease in which they are able to get code running on the PlayStation 5 is way beyond any experience they've had on any other PlayStation platform. So basically, if you're not up to code on all the techie stuff for PlayStation and Xbox, that means developers are finding it incredibly difficult to get gameplay going. Like the gameplay you see in the background now of Spider-Man and Uncharted, that is easy enough because it still runs on real time. It still runs on that Real Engine graphics engine or whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but you know what I'm saying with that. Whereas with the new system, they've got to create a completely new graphics system. They've got to create a completely new gaming platform system. Basically, you know, they can't use the same stuff. They can't just rehash it from PS4 because the PS5 and the Xbox are just so different to this generation. So they've really got to step it up a notch and build something different, build something new, basically work from the ground up with new games and new technologies that are available to us now. But as we move towards the next generation in 2020, one of Sony's tasks, probably their main task, should be to take solace from the community and transition it from the PlayStation 4 to the PlayStation 5, and at a scale and pace that we've never really seen before. You know, because PlayStation 4 is 6 years old now. It's still a baby in my opinion, you know, but it still has a lot of teething issues. It still has those teething problems, you know. We still get blue screens on games, we still get system software errors, we still get system crashes, we still get memory loss issues. And if they really want to sort out the PlayStation 5, even the same with the Xbox, because I'm sure Xbox has its run of problems as well, they're really going to have to listen to us as gamers. They're really going to have to listen to the gaming community for what we want. You know, they can't just throw in a ton of stuff and say, yes, it's better, and then on first week, about 1 million units have been recalled or sent back to the manufacturer because they just don't work right. That is what they need to work on, in my opinion. And a lot of people have said the same. You know, I've been looking on gaming forums and whatnot for this week's information, and a lot of people have said the same. You know, they've said, right, next gen they really need to work on this, that, and this. Even the same with Xbox and Nintendo. So at least I'm not the only person that agrees. The one thing they need to work on as a system in general, or for the system in general, is the bugs. Just the general bugs, crashing issues, etc. I'm sure you guys as gamers know exactly where I'm coming from there. But while all the news for the next generation is terribly exciting, what about the games? This is what you guys came in for. I mean, I'm assuming so anyway, with the way I've titled the video. What exclusives might the console launch with? Which game will arrive in the console's first year? Well, we can certainly assume that sequels to God of War and Marvel Spider-Man are indeed on the way, given how well they did sell, and with Sony's recent acquisition of Insomniac Games, I can definitely with certainty say that Sony are going to want to be kicking out another Spider-Man game as soon as possible. I would also bet on seeing enhanced or remastered versions of The Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, even the original Marvel Spider-Man, just because of how well they sold on the PS4. But you know, that's coming back into the remaster train. We've been talking remasters for weeks now, and we don't want the next generation systems to go the same way that this gen did, because all this gen seems to be doing now is remastering titles from the PS2 and original Xbox. And it's just, you know, we want something new, we want something different. You know, we've had too many remasters at this point, and while it is fun to revisit those games, we just want something new. You know, we want something different. So what about beyond all this? There have been increasingly intriguing rumours and rumblings regarding a follow-up to Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, I'm not one of those YouTubers that says this is happening, this is going to happen, listen to me, I'm always right. No. I am only going off the information that I have available to me. I'm not one of those douchey YouTubers that's going to say, right, listen to me, this is happening. No. Don't quote me on it, but if you are a Horizon Zero Dawn fan and it is happening, then I'm guessing it will happen on the next gen, or the end of this generation, and then, you know, they'll do a cross-platform thing onto PS5 and PS4. But there's also a recent implication that the game's developers are working on some kind of CG announcement trailer. So if that is the case, I'm guessing we can probably see it at E3 next year, or at some time in December. But, you know, maybe it'll be at some kind of grand PlayStation 5 reveal event. Like I said, E3 would be the likely candidate for that. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this generation is ending too quickly? Do you think the next generation is just going to be all remasters for the first year before we actually see any proper games? Do you think we're going to see cross-play games? So instead of you know, just getting games specifically for the PS5 and Xbox Scarlet, we are going to see like a game come out towards the end of the PlayStation's life and then come out as well with the next gen systems? Or do you think that it's just too soon? You know, do you think that the next generation systems will fail? Do you think Sony and Microsoft are trying to push them out far too soon just for a cash grab? Or do you think, screw it, I don't care, it's new, I want it? I mean, me personally, I won't be getting a PlayStation 5 for at least a year after it comes out, just to see what games they actually produce for it. because I don't want to get a PS5 straight away and then find out that they're only producing rehashes of games that we've already seen on the PS4 and we've already played on the PS4 and we can still play on the PS4. Because I'm guessing the PS5 and Xbox Scarlet will be 4K digitally enhanced and whatnot. So, you know, it's just going to be the same game. It's just going to be a rehash, a re-release. But anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you all enjoyed it. And I hope I expanded your gaming knowledge and gave you an inside look into what may come. So, of course, for the foreseeable future, we're going to be taking Sundays and Tuesdays off. Sundays until we get a new Walking Dead copy, and Tuesdays just because it's my annual day to myself. So, shout out to all subscribers, old and new. We have finally hit that amazing 1K goal, and I cannot thank you all enough for the continuous support and views of my content. I will continue to bring you the best content I can. So, if you are new to the channel and you enjoyed this video or any of my other content, make sure you smash that like button and drop me a subscribe. I always sub back to new subscribers and view any content you may be producing. So that being said, this has been Just the Facts with Gamerdude. Happy gaming, and I will catch you all in the next one, guys.